you sharing your story. We are glad that you are doing okay and wish you all the best as you continue to share that story with everyone. Olga, thank you so much. Coming up, Americans bracing for more pain at the pump as the U.S. bans imports of Russian oil. We'll have more on how the cost of war is being paid here at home.
And reliving the trauma, Ukrainian Holocaust survivors in one Brooklyn community reflect on the war unfolding overseas.
This morning, a look at the impact on gas prices and the economy after President Biden's announcement that the U.S. will no longer import oil from Russia. NBC News business and technology correspondent Joe Kent joins us with more on that. Joe, good morning.
Joe, good morning to you. President Biden's new ban on Russian oil has triggered more sticker shock at the pump today. Although Russian oil only accounts for about 8% of U.S. supply, Americans are at the mercy of global prices. That has President Biden warning drivers, you'll keep having to pay more.
This morning, gas prices are breaking records again. The national average hitting $4.25 a gallon, 8 cents more than just yesterday. And President Biden warning there's more to come.
It's gonna go up.
When asked what he can do about it,
Can't do much right now. Russia's impossible.
After announcing the new measures taking aim at the heart of the Russian economy.
We're banning all imports of Russian oil and gas and energy. And the American people will deal another powerful blow to Putin's war machine.
The president making the announcement after rare bipartisan pressure to stop the flow from Russia. Ukraine's President Zelensky expressing his gratitude to the U.S.
Сполучені Штати Америки зробили крок.
Calling it a strong signal to the rest of the world, saying the import ban of Russian oil to the U.S. will weaken the country economically, politically, and ideologically. President Biden telling Americans to brace for even more pain at the pump, but also warning oil and gas companies not to exploit consumers or pad profits.
Russia's aggression is costing us all, and it's no time for profiteering or price gouging.
The U.S. ban comes after impassioned requests. Ukrainian parliament member Alexandra Ustinova telling Savannah last week.
The President of the United States is protecting them from paying extra 20-30 cents for a gallon of gas. And that's why so many Ukrainians have to die.
Though many Americans say they support the ban, it also means gas prices continue to skyrocket.
I shudder to even think about how much it's going to be for me to fill up.
On Wall Street, another volatile day of trading as oil prices climbed yet again after President Biden's announcement. The pressure on Putin intensifying as Americans feel the fallout at the pump.
As for how high gas prices could climb, I know everyone's wondering about that. Well, we've got summer driving season on the way, and experts we talk to say it's hard to predict the prices since the situation in Russia could, of course, change significantly, as well as the situation in Ukraine, all of that affecting the price of crude oil. But by Memorial Day, the national average could be as much as 50 cents higher than it is today, with similar prices or higher, I hate to say, for the 4th of July holiday, guys.
All right, Joe Kent in L.A. Joe, thank you. World's financial markets are taking investors on a roller coaster ride. Today, analysts expect some small gains after yesterday's dip.
Yes, NBC reporter Silvana Henao joins us with more on what we can expect from the markets today. Hey, Silvana.
Hey guys, good morning. We're going to start with what's going on over with Russia. So McDonald's, PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, and Starbucks and General Electric are the latest Western brands suspending business in Russia. The companies had faced international pressure to do so, and McDonald's will temporarily close 850 stores, but continue paying its 62,000 employees. It has been in Russia since 1990, before the Soviet Union collapsed. Meanwhile, PepsiCo will halt sales of beverages, suspend investments and promotions, but will still produce milk, baby formula, and baby food. GE is partially suspending operations except for essential medical equipment and existing power services. Oil prices are giving up overnight gains after Brent crude, the international benchmark, topped $130 a barrel. The moves coming after President Biden announced a ban on imports of Russian oil and fuel products. There are signs buyers are already shunning Russian oil. Gold, which is seen as a safe haven asset for investors, also slipping today, but still trading above $2,000 an ounce, the highest level since 2020. Europe is rallying, and Wall Street appears headed for a higher open as stocks look to snap a 4-day losing streak. And Bitcoin is surging back above $42,000, boosting the rest of the crypto market. The spike coming after remarks by Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen were published inadvertently. They revealed President Biden's executive order on cryptocurrency.
Where are you going?
Right. We can reacclimate. We can get used to being closer to one another again, but it's not going to be an on-off switch.
All right, let's quickly tackle this last one. A new study says the more we drink, the quicker we age the brain. Researchers at Penn found moderate drinking may cause risk to the brain. So how many drinks are we talking?
Moderate. Right. And so here they were talking about 1 unit of alcohol is about half a drink. And they said basically if you went from 1 unit to 2 units, that's basically one serving for a woman, 2 servings for a man, you lost about 2 years of brain function, brain life. Yeah, but they basically were saying they were correlating the number of drinks you had to brain volume, and that volume was a correlate for cognitive function. You look perplexed by this, Savannah.
Well, I'm just seeing one drink on that slide, and I'm like, shoot.
Right, and I would also like to add that brain volume doesn't necessarily correlate with brain function, but we know that alcohol can have deleterious effect on brain cells, so I think it's just another reminder to us not to be drinking so much. And of course, doctors' orders are, exercise, do things to, divert your attention away from alcohol. I'm so glad I'm making you laugh this morning, Savannah.
So if you want to go on the line, get on the treadmill.
Exactly, to offset that and be persistent about your non-drinking.
Yeah.
All right, that's my take home.
Less booze, less gas. All right.
Yes.
All right, Dr. Azar, thank you so much. It's always so fun, especially when you're on set.
Yes, love it.
Now, let's get a check of your morning news now weather.
Bill Cairns is with us. Bill has a very high IQ. Bill, good morning to you.
I don't know. I think I have a big brain volume, but she said that doesn't mean anything. I got a big brain volume, but it just doesn't do anything. No, I don't know. We'll have to get that investigated. So, unfortunately, some serious weather overnight. That's what our lead story is. We had a tornado warning for downtown Mobile, Alabama in the middle of the night. Sirens going on. We had a confirmed tornado. It was heading towards the airport. Thankfully, it dissipated just in time that it did not do a lot of damage, so that's great. We still have some active tornado warnings, though. One just to the southeast of Columbus, Georgia. Tornado watch continues until 1 p.m. So another active severe weather day in the southeast. Then to the north, just a messy morning commute. Everywhere you see in blue and white, that is snow. So areas of Ohio, I-70 from Columbus towards Pittsburgh, and then in State College, the snow is now breaking out throughout much of Pennsylvania. We will see that snow moving into New York State and much of New England as we go throughout the rest of the morning commute. New York City, Philly, D.C., all rain for you, Baltimore too. You may see some snowflakes mixing in, but it's going to melt when it hits the pavement, so it might as well be rain. As far as severe weather goes, 6 million people are at risk. Gusty, strong winds up to 60 miles per hour. As we mentioned, isolated tornadoes are possible. So Myrtle Beach, Charleston, Columbia, Savannah, our friends down towards Tallahassee, all at risk of severe weather today. And this is how it plays out in the Northeast. We're going to see snow likely mixed with that rain till about 5 or 6 p.m. in the New York area, and then it's over with. Same for you in Hartford. Boston, it's not going to end till probably around 8 or 9 p.m. this evening, just to help you out with your timing for anyone heading back home from work. Snowfall map. It's funny, the blue on this map, the dark blue, kind of highlights the higher elevations of the Berkshires. You can see northern New Jersey where there's some higher elevations. Pennsylvania, the Catskills, the southern tier of New York. Those are the areas that will get that up to 3 inches of snow. Everybody else, maybe just a slushy inch. And as I said, that'll be on the grass and on your car, not likely on the roads, especially treated surfaces. So the forecast today, the hot weather's in Florida. That's why we're going to have those storms. And then another Arctic outbreak begins. Billings 17 today, Denver only 22 with snow, so it's not pretty in the Rockies. And then that cold air is on the move Thursday, guys, into areas of the Midwest. And guess where it's heading for Saturday?
Here.
The Northeast.
New York.
And at the same time as a rainstorm arrives from the south, just wait till I tell you the weekend forecast for New England. It's not going to be pretty.
Go across Erie Boulevard.
Thank you for the warning.
A lot to look forward to with my big brain.
Cross Erie
Everybody
Boulevard
stick
to get some
around for
Wendy's.
Full of
the Doom
forecasts and
report
bad news. All right.
from Bill next. Thank you.
Bill. Coming up on Morning News Now, sharing her story.
Yeah, after the break, we'll be joined by a Ukrainian tour guide, now refugee, as she live streams her experience fleeing from the violence. That's next.
No.
Meet Brett from apartment 2B. He's not letting an overdraft alert get him stressed.
He knows he's covered with zero overdraft fees when he overdraws his account by 50.